It's showtime!
Can't hear you, Alan.
A rookie's mistake, I was muted. So welcome everyone, my name is Alan. I'm the host of the show. Thank you very much for joining me on Wednesdays on the happy hour. Very exciting to be here with you. I'm looking forward for every other Wednesday to meet you again. So if you're joining us right now on Zoom, please turn on your cameras. I would love to see you. Yes, go ahead, turn on your cameras. We are not judging, how you look. This is casual. I'm having a horrible hair day myself. So turn on your cameras. Let's see you. Let's see what we have over there. Valerie, welcome. How are you? This is great. Beautiful people there. We have Barbara and Sheila and Barbara as well. Michael and Gail, thank you very much for joining. Nicholas and the girls. Hey, and Mark. And more and more. Some of you are also watching on the rerun on YouTube right now. So welcome if you're watching on YouTube. Please give us a comment. I would love to know where you're watching from. And if you would like to be next time live on Zoom and be able to participate, please check out in the description below. There's a link, and that way you can register and come check out the show on Zoom not right now, but right now you should check the link. So for the next show, we can see you there. And as always, I have with me here my friend joining me from Las Vegas, and he's been with me every single show since we started. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, Alan. Good to see you, my man. I don't think you're having that bad of a hair day, actually. I think you look pretty good today.
Like it? Like
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Talking about hair, what is that you have over there? Is that a new look?
You know, it's a funny story because I went to Mexico for a few days, a little getaway last week to Puerto Vallarta.
Nice.
And lo and behold, when I unpacked my luggage, there was no razor in my bag. I forgot it. So instead of looking all over Mexico for a proper razor, I decided to let it grow out. And then when I got back, I decided just to clean it up and see if I could maybe pull off a little GQ look here. I'm not sold on it completely, and if anybody doesn't like it, it would probably just take one comment for me to shave the whole thing.
No, actually,
I'm very fragile right now with my confidence level on the show.
Let me tell you, I personally love it, but no more baby face. And you know what? Go ahead, open the chat, okay? And on the bottom, or maybe it is on the chat or on the. Let me see. I think it is on the chat. So on the bottom, you should have the option for yes or no. So just put yes or no. What do you think? The goatee for Ryan or no?
We're gonna
put it in the chat.
Okay, so up until now, I've had the little goatee here. That's fine. And then so now it's groomed stubble, I think is the term for it, because I don't want to grow out a big beard, but I don't know. It kind of shapes the jawline. I don't know. This is way too much information for everyone, but yeah, if you like it, great. If not, then maybe I'll just go all baby face, and you and I can match.
No. I actually think it looks good. Most said yes.
Right.
Some voted
Okay.
no. but
All right.
but there's always some haters. Okay, that's
Well, so it's only going to take a couple to get me
yeah.
to cancel it. So, okay.
Just try, just wear it and see. Hey, I heard Vegas is really open. I have my friend. Remember, I told you he's going to be on the show actually next time. Adrian Lacroix, the magician, and he's in Vegas.
Yeah.
All the magicians want to see him. Copperfield is hosting him, and like Penn and Teller took him backstage, and like he is big shot over there. And Copperfield is back. Copperfield is performing. So.
Oh really? Okay, I didn't know he opened already. That's a big deal.
Yeah, he opened and it was packed. So,
So it's nice to see, because up until now some of the comedy clubs are open and some of the smaller shows, and they're doing great. But when you start seeing these big shows open, that's a real sign of return. So I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, so that's great news. We have an amazing show. I'm always happy when we have a comedian on. This is a very funny guy that that I know. Both of us had the chance to work with him more than once. He's loved all over the place, also on the cruise lines. So he's with us today. Stephen Scott, amazing comedian. And as a good happy hour, today we also have a special guest. She's joining us. We need to make a drink. We love to drink a little bit. So hopefully, I don't know if you guys saw the ingredients for today, but we're making a very special drink, which I love. So Ryan, you can indulge as well. Let's actually bring her in. She's with us right now. Where are you? There you are. Rachel, how are you? Yes, you here.
I made it.
Rachel Green. Yes. Good to have you. Good to have you with us. Awesome. What are we going to make?
Thank you for having me, Alan.
Yes, my pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, we're making one of your favorites, apparently, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, super exciting. So who here, you can feel free to put it in the chat, or feel free to raise your hand or do whatever. If you've ever had a caipirinha. Caipirinha? Is this a term that you've been in contact with? Maybe you went to Miami, had one. And that's where you're at too, Alan, right?
I'm in Miami, yeah, but the caipirinha is from Brazil.
It is, yeah. So I know. I was getting there. So caipirinha is made with an amazing spirit called cachaça, and cachaça is a cane spirit that is based out of Brazil, and the caipirinha, which is Brazil's signature cocktail, is made with just a couple of ingredients. And now a lot of people in Miami, which is why I was going to bring it back to Miami, will do a bunch of different flavors, like a passion fruit or a mint one, or different flavors you can play around with. But this recipe is really quite fantastic. And not only can you make it with cachaça, which is that Brazilian cane spirit, you can make it with what, Alan?
Vodka. I'm making it with vodka, which is a Caipirinha. I'm actually going to open this vodka. There you are. Yes.
Oh, nice vodka.
Yeah, is it good? I got it for my birthday.
Oh, it's a really good vodka. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
They make great gin too.
All
okay,
right.
Awesome. So
I'm gonna go grab ice. See you later.
Okay, bye. Awesome. So all you need for something like this is one of the easiest recipes, and it's also one of the most delicious. Hands down, one of my favorite cocktails I've ever made, drank, everything. It's really simple. So all you need is one lime that you wash. Make sure you wash it, especially if you go from the store and all touching hands, right? So you want to make sure this lime is washed. The reason why is because we're actually going to be muddling this lime. And to muddle it means you have something that looks like this, that's like a muddler. You can also use the back of a spoon. You're just going to need a little bit of granulated sugar and 2 ounces of your preferred spirit. Now you can use cachaça, which is a little harder to find than your typical average white rum, but no one's going to judge you if you want to try it with like a funky white rum. If you want to, Bacardi is like a little strong, a little astringent. That's a Spanish style of rum, but you can do something that's like a little bit funkier, maybe one of the other islands. Martinique is a really good one, and that is agricole. It's a different type of cane spirit. And so you can actually do this in very simple steps. It's super duper simple. All you have to do is you're going to cut this lime into 6 wedges, okay? Thank you. You're going to cut this lime into 6 wedges. So I'm going to cut it in half. And generally, I will want to cut my lime in half through the equator of the lime. And I consider the poles to be like the sides of the lime that have the little butts, right? Typically I like to cut right between, but for when I'm using wedges, I'm just gonna cut along the poles, like through the poles. Got it? So I'm just gonna cut 6 pieces. Just each half is gonna be 3 pieces. And I'm gonna use 4 of them. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just drop them right into my glass, like that, easy peasy. Now this cocktail is, the way that we're building this is known as a build cocktail, meaning you're building it directly into the glass. So there's other sorts of cocktails, like a shaken cocktail, and you have a stirred cocktail, right, like an old fashioned or a Manhattan, and you have blended cocktails, and there's other ones as well, but those are the 4 main ones. So this one we're building directly into the glass, one of the reasons why it's so simple and so great. And then you're just gonna take, we get a little bigger one, and then take about a teaspoon, right? This is a bar spoon, but I'm gonna take this, it's about a teaspoon, like that. And I'm just going to just kind of dash it a little over the top, just over the top of my limes. You can kind of see them, they're all kind of snowy in there. And I still have 2 of my wedges over on the side. You can feel free to throw an extra one in there too if you don't want something super strong and booziness. If you
I'm
want
making
to.
a mess in my studio.
That's perfect. I love making messes. Who loves making messes?
No, me.
I do.
But if it tastes good at the end, then all good.
Of course, that's the best. I love making messes. Okay, so do you have a muddler, Alan?
A what? Speak English. Yeah, I have a Sharpie. Would that work?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Just don't use the side with the cap on it. Use the other side.
How much sugar? How much sugar again?
Just a teaspoon. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. A little less. There you go. All right.
Yep. So you have about, okay. This is gonna be great. Okay. So to muddle.
I'm improvising.
I love it. I love it. You're doing a great job. Okay. So to muddle is to do what Alan's doing and just compress the fruit and the, ooh, I just squirted some lime juice in my eye. So you're just going to squirt the lime juice in your eye. You're just going to compress the back of the limes down, so you're technically juicing it, but you're also getting some of those lime oils from the back of the citrus. Now generally, especially when you're muddling things like mint, you want to do a very light muddle because you don't want to break apart some of those, like the chlorophyll that's in the leaves. It actually can get quite bitter. But when you're compressing out juice, then you can go to town on it for sure. So we're just going to compress this until, are you okay? Did your, oh my God, I thought your Sharpie broke.
I forgot the mint.
Oh, you don't have to do mint if you don't want to.
I want to,
so
but
I'm just gonna compress this. I'm just gonna compress this until all of the sugar is dissolved into the juice and the oils of the lime. This is the flavor of our drink, right? Boom, done. And then we're just gonna do 2 ounces, or if you're working with tablespoons at home, it's 4 tablespoons of either cachaça. You could do white rum. You could do vodka. Those are all really good. I mean, heck, you can probably even do tequila if you really want to get into it. But this is just the basic build, right? So with these kinds of cocktails, you can do these basic builds and use any type of
Okay, say stop. Say stop.
Stop.
All right. Perfect.
I honestly can't see you that well. So.
That's my back camera. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
and so then I did that before I added ice. I'm just going to go in with my spoon and just kind of give it a little stir before I add ice. That's just kind of my thing. You can do whatever you want. You're cool. It doesn't matter either way. It's just kind of how I rolled it out. I'm going to add a little bit of ice, like you did, and I'm just going to give it a stir. And I'm going to do this little thing where I'm like kind of swiveling it. You see where I'm like kind of like shaking some of this ice down and kind of pulling some of the juice from the lime up to the top, because no one wants like just all ice water at the top. You want to pull some of those juices from the bottom up to the surface. I'm going to add a little bit more ice, so as it melts, it's going to be quite tasty. And then last but not least, I'm going to take one of those wedges that I didn't add into my drink, put a little, you can see like a little, there you go, you can see it now. Put a little slice right there, and I'm just going to rest that on the side of my glass, like that. And here, my friends, is your Caipirinha.
L'chaim. All right.
L'chaim.
I should stick to my day job. Let's try. Actually, I didn't do the right order and I didn't have all the right ingredients. I forgot the mint, but it tastes pretty good.
Oh, you don't need mint. Oh no, you don't need mint. I'm just saying you could use things like passion fruit or mint or some of these other things to zhuzh it up. You can definitely
zhuzh it up. Zhuzh it up.
Yes.
We're zhuzhing. All right. Thank you very much. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I hope that whoever is joining us, even if you're not having right now Caipirinha or Capirosca, that you're just having it, even if it's wine, you're just having a drink, just relaxing at home and having fun. That's the idea. Rachel, thank you very much. By the way, you have an ebook I heard about. Okay, so real quick, where people can get your ebook if they want to prepare some simple drinks at home. And I checked it out. I got your ebook, and you give some amazing tips of how people can do all this without getting all fancy.
Yes.
With all the special.
I can't guarantee you won't make a mess like Alan did, but.
Okay.
But what you can do, so I have an ebook, right? And it's Home Mixology 101. So I am giving you the tools to success so that you yourself can become a home mixology master, right? So yes, of course, you could go and spend money in completely dressing out your bar with every spirit, liqueur, and vermouth known to man. Or you could actually go and you can get like a little list and have things in list of priority. So all you need really is just some citrus, like maybe just a little sugar, maybe if you want to get some bitters. And there's a couple of
Basic
things
stuff
that you can prioritize, right? So what the ebook goes through is a checklist for things that you have at home or some basic things that you can get in order of priority so that you can start building cocktails immediately. Based on what you have. Also tools, right? Not everyone has shaker tins, but you can use things like mason jars and other things. So it's a tool list with things that you typically have at home and what those look like within the bar setting. And 6 free recipes alongside that, alongside of it, and some other things as well. I also have some other workshops and stuff coming up too. So this Saturday I'm doing a workshop for couples and roommates. So people who you are trying to build a fun relationship with at home. So a series of 6 workshops is pretty awesome. But thank you so much, Alan, for letting me share that. I appreciate it.
So the link is in the description and in the chat right now. You can check it out. And I think the ebooks is what, like $5?
Yeah, it's just $5.
And it's a great way to support
And it
Rachel.
has like 15 pages. So I put so much information in there for you.
And photos, which makes it easier. All right, Rachel, stay with us because we're going to play a game coming up soon. But first, all right, that was fun. I'm gonna have some drinks. I'm gonna have some drinks for sure. All right, Ryan, are you with me over there?
Yeah, buddy, here I am.
Okay.
That
Do you
was good.
like Caipirinhas?
I've never had one, but you guys make me thirsty. I want to try that now.
Oh, you should try Caipirinha, but you should try
yeah?
Caipirinha in Rio de Janeiro. So fly to Rio and have a Caipirinha.
That's an expensive drink, but I'll try it.
Ryan, what did you prepare for us today? We would love to hear some music.
Yeah, man, I got a few things for you here. As some of you may know, I'm a huge Disney fan, and it's been recently announced that, of course, Disneyland is open, right, over here on the West Coast. Big deal for us.
Mm-hmm.
Got some sound going.
That was
there.
the sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in honor of Disneyland opening, I wanted to play a Disney song, and one of my favorites is it comes from The Little Mermaid. It's called "Under the Sea." If that's all right. We got any?
Yeah,
some
we
Disney
actually
fans
have
out
some
there?
kids. We have some kids here in the house.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
All right. So what you're going to hear is my orchestra. We brought them into the studio and recorded all the backgrounds here, and it's one of my favorite Disney songs to play. So here we go. right. Thank you very much. Yeah, a little Disney music there for you. I got 2 more songs for you, if that's okay, if we have time for both. I want to take you down to South America next. There's a beautiful song called Corazón de Niño I think you'll enjoy. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate that. I want to leave you today with a great song from the Blues Brothers movies. I know we got some Blues Brothers fans out there, and this is a great song. It's called Flip, Flop, and Fly. When I get the blues, I get me a rocking chair. When I get the blues, I get me a rocking chair. I'm gonna rock away, rock right out of here. When I get lonesome, I pick up a telephone. When I get lonesome, I pick up a telephone. I'm gonna call my baby, tell her I'm on the way back home. I say flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Don't ever leave me, don't ever say goodbye. Oh, there goes my baby, flashing a new go-to. Oh, there goes my baby, flashing a new go-to. Oh, she's so small, she can model in a payphone booth. Oh, give me one last kiss and make it last a long, long time. I give me one last kiss and make it last a long, long time. I give me one last kiss and make me feel it in my head like wine. I say flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Mississippi bullfrog sitting on a hollow stump. Like a Mississippi bullfrog sitting on a hollow stump. I got so many women, I don't know which way to jump. I said flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Flip, flop, and fly. I don't care if I die. Don't ever leave me, don't ever say goodbye.
All right, I was dancing, rocking
Yeah,
here,
buddy.
and drinking.
Yeah, it's the drinking.
Hey, that was awesome. Thank you so much. And
Thank
by the
you,
way,
brother. Thank you.
if you have any suggestions of what you would like Ryan to play, put it in the chat. We would love to hear.
Yes.
You know, some rock, some 80s, what it is that you love. We would love to hear from you, and maybe Ryan can compose something over there. All right?
I love it.
How you doing with the Emmy nomination? For those of you who don't know, Ryan was nominated for an Emmy Award.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so the my second PBS special, which came out last year, hit the networks and got nominated for an Emmy. And the Emmys are this Friday for that. Now, it's a little different than the big primetime Emmy Awards. You know, I'm not competing with Desperate Housewives and all those multi-million-dollar
You're
productions.
much
But
better than that.
so, but anyway, it is in fact an Emmy nomination, and the Emmys are this Friday. So by the next time I see you, I'll either be holding a trophy, or I'll be sipping on a couple of those drinks you would.
Or you would still be with us. I mean,
I would be.
if you win, if we win, we don't see you next time. Is that what he's saying?
No, either way, I'm yours. Just either I'll be happy or I'll be sulking here behind the piano, playing lots of music in minor keys.
No.
So if I don't win, it'll be all slow, sad music next week.
No, we're gonna have happy music regardless.
Yeah. So anyway,
All right.
Yeah, so that's going to be Friday. So I'm very excited. So thank you for your support, guys.
Awesome. All right, so stay with us. We still have Steven Scott, the comedian,
Yes.
super funny. He's coming at the end. We're keeping the best for the end.
What? All right.
Well, of course, you're the best, but you know, the best guest for the end. Okay?
That's right. Steven is amazing. He's one of the best stand-ups I've seen.
He is. I love him. Yeah.
My other best favorite comedian is also a Steven. So there's something about Stevens and comedy that work out.
I
Stephen
guess
Cowell,
Stevens
of
are
course.
funny, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is a good time now to play our game. So let's invite
Yes.
Rachel with us over here. Let me see. We have over there. There we are. All right. Hey, Rachel. It's the other way. There you go. And you can...
I have a really funny friend named Steven too.
Yeah?
Yeah?
He's pretty much a
so
comedian. He's a magician, but he's hilarious.
Ah,
We should
Steven
book
what?
a show.
His name is Steven Burchard.
Oh, I think I know Steven Burchard. Hey, tell him to come on the show.
Oh yeah, I will. He's
Okay.
great. He does game show. It's like game show kind of stuff. But
Okay,
yeah,
we'd
he's
love,
fun.
we would love to have him. All right, so we're playing a game. Ryan, tell us about the game. Explain to us, for those that never participate in the game, what it's all
Yes.
about.
All right. Well, today we are playing a game called Two Lies and a Truth, also known as the Liars Club. And basically what we're going to do is give you a word, a very obscure word, a word that you've probably never used or heard in your lifetime. Alan finds these deep in the dictionary. He spends hours and hours searching for the most obscure and ridiculous words known to man. So he's going to tell you the word, and we are each going to give you a definition of that word, but two of us are absolutely full of it, and one is telling the truth, and it's your job to figure out who is telling the truth. So Alan, why don't you give us that word of the day?
Okay, so we, show by show, we go according to the alphabet. Last show we did the letter Z, okay? So now we are back in A. So the word today is ablator.
Later.
Ablator, okay? You're not allowed to Google it, all right? So Ryan,
Yes, no
give
Googling.
us a definition of your definition of ablator.
Yeah, so the ablator, that's actually into one of my favorite topics of documentary series and things with NASA. It has to do with the space shuttle specifically, or any rocket really, but specifically on the space shuttle. The ablator is the thermal protection that's on the underbody of the shuttle. So when it comes back into the atmosphere, it protects the shuttle from heat. So it's basically a thermal protection. So the little tiles, that's what you would call an ablator. So it staves off all the heat and protects the shuttle. So yeah, thermal protection.
Okay. Hey, listen, I don't know. That's how you got your Emmy nomination? Just,
No, they didn't do any of this, thank God. They just let me.
Okay, you're pretty good at this. You sound convincing, but you're full of it, You sound convincing, very full. All right, Rachel, tell us, what's a blader?
Okay, well, an ablator is definitely, it's one of those things that it comes in, and it's the things that you can actually see through. Hey, I'm selling this thing. I know what it is. It's like a hole in your ceiling. It's like a skylight. It's something that actually like light comes through in your ceiling, and it's the actual piece that they use in the architecture to bring that piece together so that you can get light into your house through a skylight.
Oh, so basically directing sunlight into the house.
Into your room.
Into the room. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. If you want to hear the real answer, here it is. So it's actually, for those. I mean, I've been through it and that's how I know it. Otherwise, I would never know what it is. All right. So I don't know who here in the audience, and if you are, please, or you know anybody that suffers from atrial fibrillation, raise your hand. So atrial fibrillation. There you go, Michael. I also suffer from atrial fibrillation, and I went through a few processes they're called ablation, which they basically go in through your groin up to your heart, and they need to burn a little part in your heart in order to make this electric static pulses in your heart disappear. That's what atrial fibrillation is. It's basically irregular heartbeats, and I went through a few of them. Now I got rid of it through an ablation. An ablator is the device they use in an ablation in order to put in that syringe into the groin and going up all the way to your heart. I know it's very technical, and again, I wouldn't know about it unless I've been through that procedure, and that's the real answer. So basically, it's a medical device used for ablation. All right, so that's the real answer. So go ahead now, it's your turn to vote. If you're watching on YouTube, put in the comment what it is that you think it is, A, B, or C. But if you're joining us on Zoom live right now, you'll be able to actually vote in a poll. So here I'm launching the poll right now, and you should see it on your screen. So go ahead and vote if you think that it's A, B, or C. See, everybody believes me. It's obvious. I mean, there you go. I saw Barbara going like this. And I think it went with her finger right to vote for me.
I think that's because she's your mom. Is that your mom?
No, Barbara is not my mom. But my mom should be here as well. Mom, are you there? Turn your camera on if you're there. Okay, let's see here. Everybody voted? Only 52% voted. Come on. We have a better vaccination rate than this. Please, everybody, go vote. So, all right, 64%.
Congrats on your Emmy nomination, Ryan, too. I forgot to say that last time before we hopped off. Congrats on
thank you very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Everybody's pretty excited.
Okay.
We're going to do a little party.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to stop the poll because some people just don't care and don't vote. So I wish everybody would vote. We only got 64%, so I'm going to give you one more chance. Go ahead. It's on your screen. Just click on whichever you like. All right, and vote right now. All right, so I'm ending the poll, and here you can. I don't know, Ryan, are you on Zoom as well?
No, I'm not. My iPad is.
Okay. So let me tell you. The results are overwhelming. Very overwhelming. I mean, it's not even close. All right, Ryan. Only one person voted for you. Only.
No, that's really.
And probably you sent that person. It was like a pity vote. Same goes to you, Rachel.
I got a vote?
You got one vote. Yeah, you're surprised you got one. With that, it's
half glass full kind of gal. Here you go.
Yeah, and I got all the rest of the votes went to me. So
all right, my goodness.
Now it's the time to know who is telling the truth. Ryan, do you have some kind of a drum beat over there or something?
I can.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Okay. We'll take it.
Wow.
On the count of three.
Oh, shush.
Yeah, it's okay, Rachel. We're good. We got it. All right, the count of three. The person that is telling the truth is going to raise their hand. Everybody's dying to know. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Whoever is telling the truth.
That's
Wow.
right, everybody. See? The thermal protection unit. So there's one person out there who knows what's what.
One person
Very cool.
only, and
Well,
see,
now
I was so convincing. It's part of my profession, I guess, to convince. No,
You
I was
are.
so convincing.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
voted for me. So,
You're
but
very
I did.
convincing.
By the way, everything I told you about atrial fibrillation is true.
Yeah.
And I did go through ablations, and that's true. Just the ablator part was bullshit. The rest was true. Okay.
All right. Okay. Very good. Good job,
Okay.
everyone. Thanks.
All right. Good job, Ryan.
Great job, everyone.
Yes, thank you so much. Rachel, thank you for joining us. Go grab her ebook, and we'll see you on another
month.
happy
Next
hour.
month?
Yes, next month, definitely.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I'll see you guys next
Thank
month.
you. Thank you
Cheers.
very much. All
Bye,
right.
Rachel. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, Ryan, I was convincing
Yeah.
this time, and everybody,
Yeah.
they believe
You
me.
did
They
good.
believe me. Oh, by the way, I'm sharing the results with everybody, so you can see that I'm not just saying it like this. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, I prepared also a little something before Steven comes on. Steven is probably like, when am I on? He's already probably like falling asleep somewhere there. I don't know where it's somewhere in the country. So Steven, hold on. You coming on, but first I want to show something to everybody. I'm going to try to read some minds over here. So I will need, let me see here. I will need a victim. A volunteer. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Let's bring in. I have the girls are like, yeah, me, please. This is something, but yeah, you can join me. Let me see. Let me bring you in like this. Oh, that's a lot of people over there. Hey, everybody. Maybe, I do all this by myself here live. There you are. Hello. You can unmute yourself, girls. Okay. Go ahead. You know.
Okay.
Hi.
Good.
How are you ladies doing today?
Good.
Awesome. What is your name?
I'm Sarah. This is Julia, and you know my dad's name.
Yes, Nicholas. Okay. So Sarah and Julia. Okay, Sarah, can you help me for this?
Mhm.
Okay, very good. So Sarah, let me show you my table I have here. Can you see here? I have my table.
I can only some of the cards are showing. Only 8 cards are showing.
Yeah, only 8 you can see? Well, you should be able to.
only 8. I can only see half of the other 2.
Okay, so maybe you should move your screen or open air because I think everybody can see. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Deja por favor, no te...
Okay. There we go, Nicolas. Can you adjust it? Yes, can everybody see everything here? Give me a thumbs up if you can see all my table. Yes?
It's tricking us.
Take your time, just hurry up. I'm being paid by the minute.
Okay,
You got it, Nicolas?
yeah.
Okay, you should be, by the way, on speaker view, so you can see it clearly, okay? Are you? All right. So let's bring you in again here, so we can all see your beautiful faces. All right. So I want you to go ahead, and I have here different symbols. And these are things that people enjoy in life. I know that for you, some of them will not really ring a bell, or it's not so much because you're very, very young. How old are you?
I'm 9.
9? Okay. Okay, so you're old enough to know. So we have the first one is luxury, which people enjoy
Totally.
fancy stuff. Yeah? Are you into luxury?
Oh, it's
Okay, awesome. So we have luxury. Indulge. Indulge is basically things that we love, maybe to taste, maybe special flavors or things like that. Okay? Then we have discover. Things we can discover. For example, putting an old pair of jeans on and discovering a $20 bill in the pocket. Isn't that the best feeling in the world? Yes, it is. You are up with that. Entertainment, what we are doing right here. Entertainment. And travel, what we all love to do. Now, you probably notice I have here an envelope. This envelope will stay here all the time. It's important that this envelope never leaves sight, okay? And I want you to go ahead and choose one of the symbols here, but don't tell me which one. Okay? You have one? Okay, awesome. So let me just turn them over here and think about that symbol, and I want you to try and think about something related to it. So for example, if you chose travel, I want you to think maybe about a trip that you took with your family, okay? Where it was, what were the experiences you had. So try to have it as vivid as possible in your mind, all right? You got it? You have something in your mind?
Yes.
Awesome. So now I will ask you a few questions. These are personality questions, and I want you to answer truthfully, of course. Let me see, and I will try to figure out what is the symbol that you chose according to that. Ready? So first one, what do you like more, ice cream or chocolate?
Depends.
Ah.
Depends on the ice cream and chocolate.
Okay, so imagine the best ice cream and the best chocolate. Which one you will grab first?
Ice cream.
Ice
It
cream.
would melt.
Smart. Okay. Yeah, but you only have one choice. It's not like you can have the ice cream and after you're done, you can have the chocolate. You can only have one. So which one you would have?
Ice cream.
All right. Good. All right. So it's not it. And let's see here. Are you more into eating at home or in restaurants? If you had to a preference, which one you prefer?
Depends what my dad cooks. If he cooks something I dislike like a lot, no.
And is that happening? Is that happening often? Okay. Okay. So I will. I will give you. I will give it to your dad. All right. Next one. This is a tough one. All right. What is your favorite way of transportation? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Here, I'll give you a different question. Your favorite superpower. If you had to choose a superpower, what would that be? You can fly, be invisible, read minds, teletransport. What else? And if you have any other ideas, you can come up with it. Okay?
I feel like you're talking about entertainment. So.
No. I'm reading your mind. You're not reading my mind.
I
So
know.
you keep whatever you thought. Okay? So which one you? What's the superpower that you would choose?
I would have the power to have all powers.
You are too sophisticated for me. So, too sophisticated. Okay, the power to have all powers. That's like. Okay, I would say. All right, and this is funny. Last question. I want you to. Can you think about that moment or that memory you have that is related to this? Don't say what it is. Don't say what it is. But I want you to think about it. You can even probably, maybe you were there with somebody, or maybe it's a thing. Actually, you know what? Don't say it because it might give it away. So let me ask you another question real quick. Let's go back to transportation. What's your favorite way to travel? Is it by air, by sea, by bicycle, by car, walking, tricycle, hoverboard? What is your favorite way to just move yourself?
Well, depends where I am.
My God.
So.
Oh my God.
Nicholas, I'm really sorry for you. I feel you, man. I feel you. Okay, 2 girls at home. Okay, I also have 2 girls, and I see what's waiting for me. So go ahead, choose one. Come on, choose one. Go for it.
I'm gonna say boat.
Boat.
Water.
Okay. Water. All right. Fair enough. Now, I'm committed. I have it right here. So for the first time, I want you to say out loud, what is the symbol that you chose?
Travel.
Travel. Okay. And can you, before I turn it over, can you say what it is, what's the memory you had in your mind? Or maybe
The time that I went to Europe. I went to Spain, and like I was standing in the middle of the sand, and then a wave caught me, and I did a front flip. For some reason, I started thinking of that.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Spain. I love Spain. So you chose travel, and I chose travel as well. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you. Hold your applauses. I will try to get better. All right. Now, that's funny. Now, I have a feeling that you really have a superpower, and I will see if now you can read my mind. Okay. So let's do this. Let me turn this over, and I will choose. I will
don't
choose.
think I can do it.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, it's all your fault. That's why I don't worry. I'm not worried about doing it. So I will choose one of these. Hold on, let me
I'll be
mix.
here, Julia.
Let me mix it up. Let me mix it up. All right, this one here. Okay, and now, oh, I love it. All right, so now I'm thinking about something. It can be maybe I'm tasting something. Maybe I'm traveling somewhere. So I'm thinking about one of these here. Which one do you think I'm thinking of?
Entertainment.
Entertainment. And guess what? You are a mind reader.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. You do have the power of all the powers, I guess. You know what? Let's see now if you can, just with your intuition. Do you know what intuition means?
No idea.
A hunch, a hunch. Sometimes it happens to you that you know that something is about to happen before it happens. Does this happen to you?
Yeah.
Like, for example, the phone rings and before you answer the phone, you know who's calling? Yeah? Well, that's called caller ID. You don't have to have any powers for that one. But let's see if we can... here, this one here. Which one do you think is this?
Indulge?
Indulge,
I
okay.
don't know.
Okay, and what about this one here? Actually, I don't even know which one is this. I didn't look at it. Go ahead.
Luxury.
Luxury, okay. And what about this?
Travel.
Okay, and obviously this is going to be discover. All right, do you want to change any of this? Maybe you changed your mind last moment?
I'm gonna switch travel and discover.
Why I knew that you're going to choose to change. Okay, all right. So let's see now. You got this too. And now, actually, this one deserves some kind of a. Let me see here. Ready?
Are you gonna go down?
Let's put a drum roll. I'm actually very nervous about this one. Okay, here we go. Yes, you got it! Good job! That was pretty amazing. Now, you're probably wondering, Alan, what's up with this envelope that you had it from the beginning? So
Is there another pair of cards?
Yeah, you ready? Let me show you what it is. So in here, from before we started, I put in here, this is my business card, which I don't use anymore for the past year. Nobody will take a business card from me. But behind it, I wrote something. Now remember that you chose travel, and you were thinking about a trip that you took to Spain, something in the sand. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So behind here, I wrote Spain trip. Normally people.
You're a god.
It's Alan. Thank you so much. All right, girls. Thank you, Nicolas. Let's continue with the show. All right, it was fun. Ryan, we are
Hey,
back.
Alan, that's really amazing, dude. Like,
Thank
I'm
you.
pretty good at this stuff, and I've seen some things, but I don't know how you do that.
Well, if I tell you I have
Do
to
not
kill
know.
you, if I tell you I have to kill you,
Well-
and you look like a nice person. So
Yeah, let's not tell me then. That's for sure.
exactly. Let's
All right,
not tell
let's
you.
get on with some comedy. How about that?
Yeah, let's do some comedy. So let me here introduce our guest, which by the way, he's joining us on Zoom. So I need to, if you can turn on your camera, so in a moment I'll be able to spotlight you. We're doing this a little differently today, but our entertainer today is not only a friend, but he's an amazing comedian. He's been all over the place on TV. He was in America Got Talent. He got a standing ovation from the hardest guy to get a standing ovation. You know who it is, Ryan?
Alan Chamo?
No, he's getting a standing ovation from all the time. Simon Cowell.
Oh, Simon Cowell, of course,
He
man. Yeah.
got a
No,
standing
I'm telling
ovation
you.
from Simon. Yeah, so that's pretty amazing. So let's welcome to our virtual stage the one and only Steven Scott. Steven, where are you, my friend?
Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Alan? Can you see me? I lost you. I don't see you on the screen.
There you are.
There you are. All right, I'm seeing myself twice. How are you, buddy? Hey, Ryan, what's going on, pal?
Great to see you, Steven. How are you, my friend?
You too, man. I love listening to you play. He's one of the best piano players I've ever seen, and you still owe me a harmonica lesson. Remember, he gave me a harmonica, but I don't know how to play it, so I have to sit here by myself going.
Yeah.
So now I need to learn how to
can
do it with a
fake it pretty
harmonica.
well.
So hopefully
I did give you
be able
one.
to
Yeah, I
get
wanna-
together. Are we going to open some mics up here? You can't do comedy without hearing people laugh and clap, and we got to open up your microphones.
Yes,
So
everybody. That's true. That's
not
true. I
perform-
forgot.
Yeah, open them all up. This is, Jerry Seinfeld said comedy's not a monologue, it's a dialogue. So, yeah, there you go, Sheila, Barbara, and how about Mark with his meerkats there? Yeah, open it all up. Let's hear everybody. There we go. That's better. Oh, good to hear you guys. This is great. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be with you, and things are great now that I'm vaccinated. I'm out again, doing my favorite things like licking banisters and doorknobs again. It's so nice, right? I don't have to get nervous anymore. And gigs are coming back, live gigs, which is fun. I just got back from Florida today. I had 2 shows last night, and I was in beautiful Atlantic City over the weekend. Well, okay, beautiful might be a little extreme if you've ever been to Atlantic City. The boardwalk's nice, that whole strip, but it's like Miami Beach, but 2 blocks west, it's like Benghazi. I don't know who designed this town, but we call it the poor man's Vegas. They have a very similar slogan. What happens in Atlantic City? Nobody gives a crap. It's fun town. You get some weird characters. My buddy and I were walking into the casino the other day, and as we were walking in, there was a guy in front begging for money. He said, "Hey, fellas, you think you could help me out a little bit, trying to get a little something to eat? If you could help me out, that'd be great." So I looked at him and I said, "Let me ask you something. If I give you money right now, what's to say you're not just going to go in the casino and gamble it all away?" And he looks at me and goes, "Oh, no, I got gambling money." So it's one of those interesting towns. The gig was fun, except the hotel I was in was empty. It was like performing in The Shining at this place. I mean, they were renovating it, I guess, for the summer season, and the worst was they had these guys doing construction, 8 o'clock every morning, all weekend. I didn't need an alarm clock, a wake up call. Every day I was waking up to.
Very good.
Para la Gracia, Torre Viejo. So it's good to be here with you on virtual on Alan's show. 4 seizures I had from that. It was crazy. Not to mention when they were doing the construction, some idiot drilled into the power line. They knocked the power out for the whole hotel. They had generators for the lights, but nothing else. There was no phone, no TV, no internet. I felt like I was 1 horse and buggy away from being legally Amish at this Fagacta hotel. But it was a fun show, and it was my mom came to the show, which was great. She hasn't seen me perform in like 2 years, so she came out with her new boyfriend, which is, my mom is so cute. She's all excited because she has a new boyfriend now, which is still a little weird for me because, my parents are still married. But hey, behave. But I'm happy for her. But anyway, yeah, so she came to the show. I got mad at her. We had a fight because she filled up my answering machine with messages. She doesn't understand, my mother, the concept of voicemail. Okay? And every one of my mother's messages starts off like this. Beep. Hi, sweetie, it's Mom. Pick up the phone. Sweetheart, it's me. You there? I have a story for you. And then unlike most people, have you call them back and then tell you the story? No, she leaves the entire story right on the voicemail. And it's not even important stuff. It's like where she went shopping that day, or she leaves me medical updates from distant family members I haven't even seen since I'm 12. I tell you, it makes me miss the good old days when we used to have answering machines. At least back then I could listen to her messages like this. Beep. Hi, sweetie, it's Mom. Are you there? You remember me? I'm the woman who gave birth to you. It's been 3 days now. I'd like to know that you're still alive. Look, I'm sitting here and I'm reading through the obituary column. And would you believe I'm not seeing your name anyplace? So I'm expecting a call. Love you. Beep. Hi, sweetie, it's Mom. I'm in the car and it's like up later. It's at 8:30 would be great. So could you call me? Love you. Beep. Hi, sweetie, guess who? I love guess who. Like I have no idea who's what. Sweetie, it's Mom. Where are you? With sister's birthday and everyone's coming, so I hope you can shopping yesterday, and I bought the most beautiful 30% off. I couldn't believe it. And the one because Aunt Sylvia's stool sample came back from the lab. I did the doctor thing when I was 9. That's why we got to bring back the answering machine. She's driving me nuts.
Oh, man. Oh, that was so funny.
Oh, my mom's a character.
Yeah.
But she's a good lady, though. I think we're going to keep her. But I'm having fun. It's great seeing these two guys. I hope we get to cruise again real soon. I'm hoping. I heard they might they're starting some cruises up, I think, in Alaska, right? Have you guys been to Alaska? Anyone been to Alaska? I always tell people Alaska's one of those places you have to see at least once in your life before you die. I don't want to say the people on my last cruise were a bit old, but let's just say a lot of them were playing it kind of close. but yeah, I love going to Alaska, and then I guess the Caribbean will start up. I like Alaska better than the Caribbean. I'm a little jaded with the Caribbean cruises because well, here's the thing. You see, I guess we're not cruising right now, so I can tell you. You know, when you go on a Caribbean cruise, you know how they take us around all the different islands? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's only one island. And at night, they just take the ship around the other side and change the sign. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, all you week you see people like, oh, these ports will look the same. Bingo. Because cruise lines figure you're having too much fun or drinking too much to give a crap or realize they save gas money. Everybody wins. But if you don't believe me, next time when cruises open up and you go on a Caribbean cruise, wake up early when the ship is pulling into port. You'll see them out there setting up the sign. They'll be like, no, give me the Grand Cayman. What's wrong with you? Not Jamaica. Give me the Grand Cayman. Welcome to Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman. What's wrong with you? Jamaica was yesterday. You almost messed it up, stupid. I confirmed it on my last cruise because I was like, okay, what are the odds of me having the same cab driver in Grand Cayman that I had 3 days earlier in Jamaica? Is that even possible? Something's fishy. But I like the ships. They're big. The last one I did was the biggest one in the world. They had 6,000 passengers on it, and plus 2,000 crews. So really, it's 8,000 people.
Right.
Yeah, it really is a floating city at sea. I'll tell you, you know when a ship may be getting a little too big is when it actually has a bad neighborhood. Okay, I think that's probably a good time to draw the line. But the one thing I'll tell you I didn't miss last year without the Caribbean cruise is we had the worst hurricane season on record. I always I got caught in a hurricane a couple of years back, and it spooked me. And last year we had the worst hurricane season on. I don't know if you know. They ran out of names. That's how bad it was. They ran out of hurricane names. Right? They started using Greek letters. The last 3 hurricanes we had were like Gamma, Delta, Zeta. They're named after fraternities. It was ridiculous. So and they always add in weird names, like names that I didn't even know were names. Last year, like they had Isaias, Gonzalo, Cristobal. You know anybody with those names? And then they always have the traditional ones like Hannah, Sally, Faye. They always sound like women in my mother's bridge club, you know. Hannah, Sally, and Faye are coming over for bridge and brunch. Don't call me till 3. But there was one last year. I'm not making this up. You can Google it. There was one hurricane last year, Hurricane Nana. Someone named a hurricane after their grandmother. That's a horrible hurricane name. You know why? Because it doesn't frighten me. I hear Hurricane Nana, I'm hearing, oh, it's going to be windy, wear a sweater. You know, it's just not. You got to see, hurricanes are bad, evil, obnoxious, destructive, annoying things. They need to have names that reflect that. You know, it should be like Hurricane Lucifer, Hurricane Beelzebub, Hurricane Kardashian, something like that. That'd be a big ass hurricane. And there'd be a whole bunch of them, and they wouldn't go away. But I'm things are looking up in 2021. I'm excited. One of the best things about 2021 is there's no elections in 2021. Isn't that like the greatest thing right there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still recovering from the last one. I have PTSD, political traumatic stress disorder. Because you see, I live in New York, so we live in what's called the tri-state area. So people forget it wasn't just a presidential election, it was most of Congress. So we had to listen to 3 times the amount of annoying campaign commercials from candidates from New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. And you know the ones I'm talking about, where they hire actors to pretend they're normal stuff, saying normal people saying silly things about the other candidate. You know, in 1994, Joe Biden had a love affair with a Chihuahua. Is this the kind of man you want as your president? This message sponsored by the people who love Chihuahuas. You've seen them. They're so dumb. I'll tell you, I'm surprised they don't enforce the same law for the campaign commercials that they do for the prescription medication commercials, where halfway through they have to include a disclaimer listing the side effects of all the crap that might go wrong if you vote for that candidate. Wouldn't that be so helpful?
Yeah.
Right? Instead of hearing, "Hi, I'm so-and-so and I approve this message." No, I'd rather hear, "If you vote for this candidate, you may experience bouts of upset stomach, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, rash, chills, fever, swelling of the tongue or throat, higher taxes, a deficit, depression, nightmares, thoughts of suicide, increased bowel movements, urgent need to have them and ability to control them. If you have an election that lasts more than 4 hours, be sure to call your congressman immediately." That's what I'm talking about. We could do it. We could do it.
Oh, man.
And while we're at it, we need to revamp the entire electoral process. It's too long. It's like an 18-month reality show. We need to shorten it. Right, Alan mentioned I was on America's Got Talent a few seasons ago. We didn't have to mail in ballots or schlep to the polls and stand in line. No, we text them. We have shows like this for chefs, comedians, bachelor singers. Why can't we do that for candidates for office? It'd be so simple, right? Give it a snazzy title like Presidential Idol or America's Got Candidates, something like that. You let Ryan Seacrest host it. You throw in a Kardashian or two for good ratings. It'd be so simple. Candidates come out. They get 2 minutes to give a speech, and when they're done, they have to get critiqued and voted on by the panel of celebrity judges. This would be a great show. You get Bernie Sanders to come out. You have Chris Wallace from Fox News moderating. "Senator Sanders, as a Jewish person running for office, if you're elected president, would you continue the tradition of the Easter egg hunt on the White House lawn?" And then Bernie Sanders will come out and says, I am, of course, Jewish, Chris, but I'd have no religious objection to Easter hunt on the White House lawn. I would, however, take objection that I am 78 years old and I do not like it when kids play on my lawn. And as soon as he's finished, you'd have Simon Cowell sitting there going, "You know what I like about you, Bernie? You look like you belong in a nursing home talking to plants, but you're quite brilliant. It's a yes for me. You're off to Washington." Wouldn't that be a fun show to watch? You bring back all the reality show judges from the other. Who's that guy I always like from Project Runway? Tim Gunn. But now let's make it work, people. You know? Or Howard Stern. Remember, he was a judge on AGT. He'd be hilarious. But let me tell you something, Bernie. You got like the hottest body. What are you, like a C cup? We're outing a few Howard Stern fans. But you know, the best judge, in fact, the only person in the world who qualifies as a TV reality show judge and as a candidate for office would be Donald Trump, which means technically he'd be allowed to judge himself. How fun would that be to watch? "We are going to make America so great again, folks. I promise you. I promise you. You're a loser. You're a disaster. You're a terrible person. Nobody likes you. Your mother dresses you." I could watch an hour of that a week and be thoroughly entertained. Quality program. I gotta work on a Joe Biden now because nobody does Joe Biden. I was working on. He's not as colorful as Trump. So I was watching him the other day, and I noticed whenever they ask him a question, you notice how he always turns it into some folksy story about his family that has nothing to do with the question they just asked him. They could ask him about the vaccine rollout or something. He'd be like, "Look, folks, here's the thing. When I was a little boy, I remember my grandpappy said something to me I never forgot. It was right before he kicked the bucket. He looked at me and said, 'Hey, Joey, how far do you think I could kick this bucket?' I never forgot that. Get a vaccine." Anyway, that's my Joe Biden in work in progress. Well, listen, you guys have been a lot of fun. I hope we had some laughs. Alan, thanks for having me, buddy. This was a treat, and I hope we get to do it at Sea soon.
Oh, man. You made me laugh so bad. Look at the gallery view. Everybody is really, really enjoying it. Mike,
Thank you so
and Gail
much.
giving a thumbs up, and everybody here you go in the chat. The chat is on fire here.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
So-
Those are the kind of fires we like.
Yeah, man. I remember last time I've seen you. We were on a cruise together. We went to I think Playa del Carmen, and you took me to this.
One of the best restaurants ever. I took you to with the family. called Alush in Playa del Carmen. It's a restaurant that's in like a cavern, underground cave with an underground river. It looks like it's like the Bachelor meets the Flintstones. It's like the greatest, most unique place. It's probably not legal in the United States, but in Mexico it's fine. And right, Alan, was that not the coolest place you've ever probably had dinner in your life?
Super cool. Yeah,
it
no,
was
I mean,
really special.
even bats and all that, that's probably where
Yeah,
where COVID came from or something. But it's super great place, and I hope we get to, I know you were in town yesterday and you just flew back to New Jersey, and we couldn't meet. But next time you're in town, let me know. We'll meet up. We'll have dinner or something.
Absolutely.
And
if there was a late flight tonight, I would have come and done this in person, but there wasn't one late enough, unfortunately. But yeah, I will definitely take you up on that, my friend. It'd be great to see you.
Awesome. So yeah, definitely. And please, you are invited to come back to the show anytime. Is that right, everybody? Yes. Give me a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Yes. Awesome. Please follow Steven on. Where are you, on Instagram? We put it in the chat.
Well, yeah, it's easy to find me. It's Steven Scott, and that's Steven with a V, by the way, because that's how you spell Steven. Not that PH crap. I took spelling in school, and I'm pretty sure that's Stephen, and I'm not a Stephen. I'm a Steven. So it's Steven Scott LOL. StevenScottLOL.com is my website. Steven Scott LOL on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Western Union, Carrier Pigeon. I'm on them all, so you can definitely find me there. Steven Scott LOL.
Oh my God! All right, Steven, thank you so much. You're super funny. All this information is in the chat. Thank you again. All right,
I'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Wow. I love when somebody has such an amazing talent. Did you see all the everything that he can make just with the microphone? That's
Yes,
really.
And that's what I remember about him, is that all of his impersonations are dead on. His sound effects. We were on a ship once, and he had a really big voiceover job that came in while we were on contract. They needed it the next day, and he locked himself in his room and recorded this entire voiceover project and sent it out on ship satellite, by the way. And it hit national television like a week later. And this guy's amazing. So what a talent!
So you thought that somebody's doing construction in the room next door, no?
It was him the whole time. Who knew it? Yeah, he's doing that crap all day and night just to be funny. And I'm not sleeping thinking there's construction going on. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Good stuff. Great show today, Alan. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, thank you everybody for joining us. Please sign up if you want to the next show. Sign up to the next show. Actually, you don't. If you already came to the show, you don't have to register anymore. We just send you the Zoom link. We try to make it as simple as possible. If you're coming for the first time, you do have to sign up so you can get the link. The description, the link is going to be below on YouTube or in the chat right here. Next show we have, coming back, Adrian Lacroix. He's an incredible magician. He is the guy that is helping other incredible magicians like David Blaine. Even Copperfield called him to check on his new tricks, so he's going to be with us next week. So thank you very much for joining us. Ryan,
All right, everybody.
take it away.
All right, buddy. Thank you.